The more I think about this, the more it makes me sick. Where has the world gone to, man? I mean, really. You guys have to ask yourself this. Like, where has the world gone to, man? Because people are choosing status over characteristics. And choosing status over characteristics doesn't define who you are. Your character is who you are. I've been sitting here laying down on the bed thinking if I wanted to make this video, man, because it's just swirling around in my head. And it's got me wondering, like, really, people really value status over characteristics. And social media has ruined that. You know, people don't see each other for who they are anymore. They see you for what you got in your pockets. And you're not even allowed to be around these circles of people if you don't put up something. It's almost like you're shooting dice. It's like when you go to a dice game, and obviously the purpose of a dice game is to put up some money, you know, put up some money, and if you ain't got no money, you can't shoot. And the world has gone that way, man. And I'm just confused on that. Like, when has it ever became that? And if it has, is it something I'm missing? I mean, anybody out there who follow me on my channel, please let me know this, because I'm curious. You know, drop some comments to help me out here, because I don't see people for their status. I see them for who they are. And even though we in the midst of everything that we are in these times, I haven't lost the humanitarian in me when it comes to that. When it comes to stuff like that, I don't give a damn about what you have in your pockets. I care about the value and the substance that you bring to me, and if you can uplift me to elevate myself in the next level of life. Because money is a tool, but it doesn't make me who I am. And I think a lot of people have let that rule over their life. They have really let money ruin them as an individual. And I won't ever let money rule me as an individual, because it's not my character. You know, when people get up every morning to go to work, they're making $1, right? So when they're making $1, once they start making $1, or if they don't have a purpose of making $1, they don't become themselves. So they lose themselves a lot. And me, I'm going to be me regardless, 24/7. Regardless of if I'm making money or not. Because it's easy to lose yourself when it comes to that. You know, no one has any fun anymore. No one sits down and just chill without things being money-based. None of that's even relevant today anymore. And, you know, I always ask myself, how did we get here? How did we get here? You know, life isn't the same as it was when I was coming up in the 80s and 90s. It's just not the same. And I don't get it, man. I don't get it. It confuses me to death because I can't identify with this type of, although I'm in it, I can't identify with the way people are in today's world and the things that they value. I'm so disconnected from that because that isn't me. I value the connection the most. If I don't have connection with you, just don't have connection with you, right? But that's what I look for. I look for connection. And it's just real tough, man. It's real tough. You know, when you don't have connection. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, maybe it's just me. I don't know. But I don't identify with anything without any substance. And characteristics are a big deal with me when it comes to me continuing to be who I am. Because I'm going to be me regardless. But when I get around like-minded people who share that old school mentality, those are the people I identify with. You know? And so, yeah, I would like to know, y'all. You know, let me know if I'm missing something. As what I was got to discussing in this video. I really would like to know because I've thought about this. Again, like I said, I've thought about this for a long while. And anytime that I talk about something that's on my brain, it bugs me and I need to get it out. I need to have a solution for it. And I need some solutions because I have solutions of my own in my head, but I don't think these solutions that I have in my head have been clarified within me because I keep seeing these same cycles. And because I keep seeing these same cycles, it's circling to the same thing. And, you know, when I sit in solitude and I sit here just think to myself like, damn, man, I know where we're headed as a world, but because of the things that's been happening, but as far as that human connection, man, it is dwindling. It is dwindling a lot, y'all. With every day, with every week, with every month, with every year, it's dwindling. And I'm afraid that people, you know, because I know it's like that. I know it's not like this everywhere on the planet, but I'm only speaking on me being in the country that I'm in. I feel like this place is dying. This place is dying. It's like a bunch of robots out here who just move for that particular purpose, meaning for status, you know, and nothing else. I don't know. I just hope that we can get it together before it's too late. I'm not saying fix everything, but we can fix some things. We can fix some things before we leave this earth. And if we don't, it's going to be like an apocalypse out here. It really is, man. And I'm really fearful of that, to be honest with you. I'm very fearful of that because, you know, those Terminator movies, they showed back in the day. You know, if you were around in the area I was in, I mean the area I grew up in. If you were around at that time, you can relate to what I'm saying when I say this. Is that when you see stuff in movies, you're like, nah, that can't come to life because it's not happening, right? But then years later, you see the direction that we headed in, and you rethink those answers, and you start really think of it as a reality, because AI is already here and the robots is here, you know. And although they may not have the type of capabilities that we have right now at this moment, they are they're getting smart about it today. And so if things happen to go left, we got each other to lean on, hopefully. But if we don't, we will all become extinct. And I say this because of the direction that the world is going in and how people are so docile, man. They really are docile. They don't care about human connection anymore. Social media has ruined that, you know. And I hold on to dignity for me connecting with people, you know. Obviously, I have this platform to do it on, but I would love to hang with people in person if I could, because that's the only thing that we have left. You know, we only have that left, and I don't think anybody's fighting for that anymore. Really, I think it's everybody for themselves, and just like the movie The Terminator, because people are not reaching out, and then once they do, the damn robots come in and wipe everybody out. And this is reality for me. It isn't, because I watched some TV and I seen some things and it scared me. No, this is what's really happening, man. I want to make that very, very, very clear. This is what's really happening, you know, because people always think that when you look at the internet and see different shit that you go off of based on what you see. No, on the internet. But no, this is what I know that's happening. You know what I'm saying, around me, when I try to ignore it. So when you see shit that you can't ignore that's happening around you, it becomes reality. It's not something that's in front of your face and you see it happen to you, right? Because everybody feel like sometimes they're in a simulation, and I do too. But when you look at stuff in front of you, like I'll use this for a prime example, right? If somebody got shot in front of me in their chest and they bleeding out on the ground, will I deem it as being real reality, or will I deem it as being fake? Although I'm seeing it right in front of me, right? And this person on the ground bleeding out, potentially about to pass away from being shot. But I'm saying, oh no, it can't be, right? It can't be, because this ain't really happening, you know? People out here, they dismiss stuff like that. And for me, although it hasn't been that extreme, right? It's stuff like that happening every day, little by little, that I see. And so this is something that I'm not fooled by. It's right in front of me. When I wish I got two eyes to look. So I know, man. Like it's crazy, man. You know, it's really crazy. So, again, if we don't do anything to come together, y'all, we will be wiped out. We will be wiped out. And although I don't want that to happen, shit, the powers that be behind the scenes and the people the masterminds behind this shit that's developing all of this, they don't give a fuck about humanity. And these are the very same people that we call humans. Let that sink in for a minute. These very same people who created all this shit is, you know what I'm saying, making this shit happen. And that's why, going back to what I was saying earlier in the video, is that people are valuing status more than characteristics. Because the status mean more to anybody than characteristics. And that ties into That ties into some part of AI, because it's robots. Robots are a status that when you constantly fix on them and upgrade them, you know, they get big, they get better and better, get stronger and stronger, get wiser and wiser. And people value that more than humanity. So who knows, man? But I won't keep you guys too long. I just want to come on here and talk about that. If this video resonated with you in any kind of way, please hit that like button. Please hit that share button and subscribe if you'd like to join the family. And share this video, you know, so I can get out to more people and have YouTube push this in the algorithm, so more people can see this video and check it out. So, with that being said, for those of y'all who rock with me, peace and love to y'all. Remember, man, we all one. You know, we not nothing without the other. And don't let nobody else tell you any different, because capitalism out here that preaches that shit. But we not no better than one another. We all one. So with that being said, until the next video, you guys, peace and love. I'm out. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night.